Hey guys, this is Red Faction Yu-Gi-Oh! Of Team Duelist Republic, bringing you guys another deck profile video. I apologize in advance for the camera kind of shaking and moving everywhere. My brother is in class right now, and I don't know where the tripod for the camera is, so I'm stuck recording on my iPod today, so we got to kind of roll off with that. But, moving on, this is an update to my Galaxy Photon deck. I recently saw a Duel video by DefinitelyYugioh, I believe is his name. Yep, that's his name. Guy's from the UK, I think. He's running, I think the only Primal Origin stuff he had was a couple of Prime Photons, but past that, the deck is all Galaxy Photons and other stuff that's out right now, and that inspired me to go back and take a look at mine and fix it up. So that way it'll be a little bit more competitive. Some things I've added are things that he used. Some things aren't. Some things are in here just because I don't have the other stuff to use. So it just depends on what I've got. But let's go ahead and jump in here before I ramble on too much. Start off with our two Dimension Wanderers. For those of you guys that haven't seen these are the Galaxy Photon hand trap. You ditch this to the grave when Galaxy Eyes banishes something and your opponent takes 3,000 points of damage. Definitely Yu-Gi-Oh! Used two Photon Crushers in place of this. I decided on this just because if the deck suffers a little bit from back row problems, and a lot of the stuff in my area does have a lot of back row in it. I know my brother is notorious for having probably over 10 to 15 traps or spells that work like traps in his deck. So, and that's just in one of his. He runs 5 different decks. Multiple Ghost Trick decks, multiple Frogs, Ojamas, random burn, effect, destruction deck thing. I don't even know what it is. So, having these in here, Crusher could work, I guess, if you have to normal summon. If things get dicey, you can just set this as defense. You could search it out with Shining Angel to sit it in the way of something, although you probably don't want to do that because it's got 0 attack. And if all else fails, if you've got 2 of these and you bust out the Hieratic Sun Dragon, you can tribute both of these and pop 2 cards. So, next up is the 3 pretty much mandatory Galaxy Knights. I don't know if I need to explain those really. You summon it, pulls back Galaxy Eyes. You can go an instant rank 8 like the Hieratic Sun Dragon. Or things like that. Just depends on what you want to go for. 3 Galaxy Wizard. This is basically your searcher. Pull out any Galaxy card, including spell or trap, although they don't have traps right now. I was a little embarrassed kind of watching Definitely Yu-Gi-Oh's video, because I figured out I've been using this wrong. You can bump it to level 8 and tribute it to search in the same turn. So I thought you could only do that one of those effects once per turn, and apparently you can do both. So I did not know that. So kind of dumb me for having this and not using my own search cards right. The 3 Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. I don't think I need to explain that. Just 3 Galaxy Eyes. It's your main beat stick for the deck. A little bit of techie stuff. 1 Honest. Honest basically keeps them safe and lets some crazy OTKs go if the right situation comes up. 2 Photon Thrashers. I was running 3, but they don't work very well because of their special summon condition. So, if they do get stuck in the hand and it clogs a little, you've got targets for Heliopolis, the Hieratic Dragon, so that works out. 2 Shining Angels. Now, this I had thought about before and never did. And then, again, watching Definitely Yu-Gi-Oh's video, it showed me that you can use this. Not only does this let you normal summon or set this, and then if it dies, you can pull the other one out in the way to defend against stuff. And should they only attack twice and kill them both, you can summon Wizard out, and you've instantly got Wizard on the field for your next turn, which you can normal summon and go into a rank 4. You could go to a rank 8. Just depends on what you want to do there. So having those, I think, might up the consistency a little bit. Also, to Summoner Monks. I was running Tour Guide and BLS, but I think this will work a little better. My build runs about 13 or so spell cards, some of which can get cloggy. Like, there is one Excel Light, and if I can't use that right then and there, but I've got Summoner Monk, I can ditch that and pull out something else, go into Utopia, Black Ship, whatever I need to go into. On to spells. One Excel Light, that's just to get Wizard out faster if I do need it. 2 Galaxy Expedition. I usually ran 3, but I think 3 was kind of starting to clog up a little bit. So I think 2 will work a little better. I haven't had the chance to test this yet, so we will see how that goes. 1 Galaxy Zero. I was playing 2, but I'm downed it to 1 because I added in a playset of Call of the Haunted. And Call of the Haunted does work a little better, and sorry if you guys got that. I have a Facebook post that just popped up. But anyways, just one of those because you have to use it on your turn. Call of the Haunted will let you bust Galaxy Eyes out in the middle of the battle phase, and it just works out a whole lot better. This one's a staple, 3 MSTs. I mean, the deck suffers really heavy from back row, and right now there's only 4 cards in the game that they really will mess with them outside of the battle phase for their summoning, being Torrential, Bottomless, Solemn, and Compulse. And I fall victim to those a lot of the time, especially Compulse or Solemn. So having 3 MSTs, I mean, that's 3 of the 4 back row cards right there. Not to mention it might knock out Mirror Force, might knock out something else. Never know. 2 Photon Sanctuary. I had 3 and apparently misplaced 1. So half that, half I'm just running 2 because this is another one of the spell cards that can get dead. And if it doesn't, I mean, it's 2 Photon tokens. If I've busted out the Hieratic Sun Dragon and I don't have anything else, like maybe a Thrasher, I can activate this, summon 2 tokens, and all of a sudden I've got 3 monsters to tribute instead of just the Thrasher. So, that works really well. And this one's kind of a personal tech. It's Scapegoat. Scapegoat, I just decided I would test it because it works like Sanctuary, and if I need it, that gives me 4 targets that I could pop, and then if I still have Sanctuary, I can summon 2 more, and then pop. Well, no, I can't. Not in the same chain. You can only use that once a turn. But you get my point. This is 4 monsters to target. Those are 2 monsters to target. Not to mention, if things do get dicey, I can set this, spring it up. I've got 4 Scapegoat tokens protecting my life points. So, you know, it's just kind of explanatory there. It works out. 3 copies of Trade-In. I would drop this to 2 because I've only got 6 in-hand targets, being the Knights and Galaxy Eyes. And you want to get the Galaxy Eyes in grave basically as fast as you can, so Knight or Call or Zero or something can bring them back. But 3 of these, it just makes it a little easier. If you've got one, you can Tribute Wizard to... that's what I want. Tribute Wizard, get Expedition or Knight, just depends on which one's in your hand. Then use Trade-In, tribute the one you just got, draw 2. So Trade-Ins being in there just give you a lot of draw power and the ability to put Galaxy Eyes in the graveyard. Moving to traps, the 3 Call of the Haunted that I mentioned. There just so many crazy plays you can do with this in the middle of the battle phase, especially when Prime Photon comes out. That is going to be absolutely nutsy cuckoo going off of that thing. And even if I don't use that, you can still bring back Tachyon or something if you're going the Barian's Force or something and summon Neo Tachyon, and then it's just a whole nother game after that. But yeah, Call of the Haunted works. If I need to use Summoner Monk, I can summon it back with this. If something else comes up and I need a monster for a rank 4, instant rank 4 right there. We got the 1 Compulse, because Compulse is limited. I say that with a grain of salt. I wish it was still at 2 or 3, but at the same time I don't, because that's a little harder to deal with than Torrential or something like that actually destroys. Because Compulse doesn't destroy, it just sends it back. 3 Fiendish Chain. I was only running 2, but I found my 3rd one, so I added one of these in. It's got a double roll. It can stop things from going off, and if all else fails, it can target a monster Like, one of his duels, he was about to get knocked out by a Grapha at 3,000, but he fiendished it, so it couldn't attack that turn. And then next turn, he went all bat poop crazy on it with Hieratic Sun Dragon and Prime Photon and like 7,200 points of damage. So, Fiendish has a double roll. I mean, it's just a good trap card. If all else fails, it's an MST target, because they might want their monster's effect, and at that point I might have another counter. So, you just never know. 1-7 tools. Definitely Yu-Gi-Oh! Did run one of these. It's just a counter trap, and it stops one of their back row. So, that can stop a Compulse, a Torrential, Solemn, if that happens, because at that point, I can pay 1,000, they've paid 2,000, and I just stopped them from stopping my monster. So, works out really well. And 1 Solemn Warning, just because it's Solemn Warning. That's it for main deck. Extra deck, I'm still working on. It's kind of a work in progress. We've got the 1 Photon Pap. This thing, plus Prime Photon. Oh, man. So many crazy things that thing can do. 1 Star Liege. I wish I had 2 Star Lieges to run, but I don't. So I have to kind of make do with just one of them. It's kind of saddening, really. 1 number 39. Right now, it's Space Filler. It will probably come out for either another Tachyon, Prime Photon when it comes out, or Divine Dragon Knight Felgrand if I can ever track another one of those down. So, Utopia is just kind of in there. I mean, it can protect you if you don't have anything else. Abyss Dweller, because I hate Dark Worlds, pretty much. I mean, definitely Yu-Gi-Oh! Has it. I'm assuming it's for that purpose. I had one, and it was just sitting in my Fire Fists doing nothing, so I'm like, may as well make use of it. Cowboy, because 800 burn damage. My Stroke, call me a bad Yu-Gi-Oh! Player, I didn't know that he could use his detaching to protect himself. So he had 2,300 point wall that can protect itself twice. So that's also a little bit of extra defense. Black Ship, I do have to deal with a lot of Ghostricks and things like that in my area. And even Frogs and Ojamas, a lot of them are under 2,100, so I can pop them and do 1,000 burn damage, and it just works out really well. Definitely Yu-Gi-Oh! Had number 40, Gimmick Puppet of Strings. I am still sticking with my Giant Grinder, because it can get rid of special summons, and if, on the off chance it's an Xyz monster, I can blow it up and deal a lot of damage off of it. So, he's a rank 8. I mean, rank 8 plus Prime Photon Dragon is like 7,200 attack point damage if it gets a direct attack. So, the thing can just go nuts on him. 1 Tachyon Dragon. I wish I had a second one, but I don't. The thing is just amazing. Neo Galaxy Eyes. He's staying. A lot of our duels stall out and get really slow, so I actually can bust him out. And 1 Hieratic Sun Dragon. You can use 2 if you want, but I think 1 works better because not always will you have the targets to use the thing for. So, it just works out a little bit better if you keep it at 1. That's pretty much all I got for you guys. I'm going to be updating this as time goes on. I might take things in, take things out. Prime Photon is probably going to be my only addition in the extra deck other than the Felgrand Dragon Knights things. So, let me know what you guys think. If you have any suggestions for it. Definitely go check out both the profile and the duel video that Definitely Yu-Gi-Oh! Put up. Especially the duel video. You guys will learn a lot of combos this deck can do and see just what it's going to be able to do when Prime Photon comes out. So, I will have links to those down in the description. Thanks for watching, everybody. Red Faction Yu-Gi-Oh! Of Team Duelist Republic. Catch you all later, everybody. Have a nice day, and have fun with your Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck building adventures. See you guys.